Stroke. I am so glad you're here, and I am your host, Jerry Wald, also a stroke survivor. And for those of you that are new viewers here, I started doing this show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform to all survivors to share their journeys and let you know that you're not alone. And I also bring on experts in brain health. So they can share their expertise that they know what we're going through. So, but anyway, let's get this going here. And today's guest is well, T. We all call her T. Santee, it's Teresa, but we don't. We just say T. But we're going to share her journey, and if you could really, really do me a favor and really ask questions, um, and let's share this everywhere. So let's go ahead and get started, and everybody sit back, relax, and let's talk to everybody. So. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Okay, well, thank you guys for being here. Look at you all. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go ahead and bring on my good friend T. If I can push the button. How are you?
Hi, guys. Good morning.
You can see the comments?
Oh, well, I can. There's a bunch already.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yeah. So good to see you all here. Good morning, you all, and thank you for being here. Mikey's here, even from Mike. Nice to see you all. Wow. How are you this morning, T?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I've been up since about 4:30.
Welcome to being a stroke survivor, right?
Yeah. Wow. So I'm filled with coffee and water and all ready to go.
Absolutely. I can see you all. Jerry, Mike, Peter, Naomi, Cheryl, Lynette, salute. They're going by so fast, Lynette. So nice to see you. Ray Magnus, thank you. And Chandra, Erica, E.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Michelle Renee. There it is. Look at that T. Love it. Aww. And Christy Starr, nice to see you.
Oh, wow.
And Brooke Allen, happy birthday. Rock star. The rad. Wow. Early bird gets the worm. That's right.
Wow, they're coming up fast.
I know they come pretty fast, and I'm so glad you guys are here. Really, ask questions. If there's anything you want to know, Jana from Canada, nice to see you.
Jana. Hi, yeah. Jana.
This is awesome. Awesome. So, T, I'm so glad we just got this hooked up, and you're here and ready to go. Well, let's just start. Yes, happy birthday. Who was T before, I would say brain injury, but your stroke? Because you had a brainstem stroke.
I had a brainstem stroke. Yeah. Yes. Boy, you lose it's 11 years and you kind of lose yourself in the process. I'm just kind of trying to find myself again. And that's a good question. Who was I before?
Yeah.
I, very busy, very, very busy. I led a department, frontline reception department at a hospital, critical access rural hospital.
Wow.
And that's your patient access department. It's your entry point. It's where everyone has to be registered. They check in, you get everything ready, you move them along through the healthcare process.
Right.
And through the healthcare delivery system. So you have to start. So I managed that, probably 10 employees. So that was a very intense job. Loved it. Did that job for almost 15 years. Before that, I've been self-employed many times. I sold real estate for about 6 years. Loved that. Love real estate. Love buying real estate. Love selling real estate. lots of different things. I've participated, very busy, involved. I have 4 children. So, and they were all busy in activities in school. My daughter was, oldest daughter was student body president on her way to college, involved in all the school stuff. Like school stuff, you like that school stuff. Um, you know, they're just, I was always going, I don't think we ate at a table. There was kids always, someone was at a track meet or had to be here or had to be there. So the car was always going. I was always going. Nothing ever shut off. And I didn't sleep much. And, so I was like I was 44 and train wreck waiting to happen. Just so much stress and tension in life. But I thrived on all of that. I thrived on stress and, juggling 10 things at one time.
Right.
And I could pride myself on, being able to, get everybody going in the morning, get everybody to school, get to work, and it was just continuous. So, I've done lots of things. I've been very busy, very smart, very, I never went to college, but, I did a lot of really good work I had lots of people give me amazing opportunities. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'll stop
That's
talking
awesome.
now.
No, keep going. I just like to recognize Deb and Bo. Nice to see you guys here. Hey, so you worked in the healthcare field, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you know what a stroke was?
Well, at the front desk, when someone comes to the front desk and they say, the doctor sent me here because he thinks I'm having a stroke. Well, that is the place where you page people and you get the medical personnel to the desk to gather
Right.
the person and take them right back. So, yes, I didn't know what I didn't know what it internally would look like, but I thought a sloping face,
Yeah.
the tongue, swelling. I mean, there were certain things I was trained to look for in a triage situation because you have to get those people away from the main lobby and into an ER triage room ASAP. And generally that's through the paging process. And I taught other people how to I was in charge of that. So yeah, I knew all the codes. I knew all the codes.
Wow.
But stroke, no, that was not on my radar. I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who would have thought you had one at 44 years old?
Right?
Yeah.
People still don't. It's kind of like, well, you don't look like you don't look like you've had a stroke. You look okay. You sound okay. You talk fine.
Yeah.
But I'm rehearsed and I've done this a lot. So, but it, and now it's, I think my words might be used up.
11 years.
11 years, yeah.
Coming up on 11, or is it 11?
It was in June. My stroke anniversary is in June.
Right.
So June is a big month for me, and, I kind of just, because when that anniversary comes across your path, I celebrate it by myself usually because it's, it's a thought time. You think you look in retrospect at, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. And mental health. How do you, 11 years. Yeah, Brad's 23 years. It's crazy, But,
rock star.
Yeah, I agree. Please tell us how you guys, 11 years. Danielle, nice to see you. But yeah, coming up on the 19th for me too. The 11 years for me. But how's the, because I know this is really, we always put that happy face on and, people always ask, you don't look like you had a stroke. And I keep thinking, okay, what am I supposed to look like? I don't know. And the mental health, how you doing with that? Because I know me,
Well, all of this helps.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I mean, honestly, we all did lockdown and
Yeah.
COVID,
Right.
pandemic, pre, before, during, and after. Um, we've done all of that together. I mean, I think we've all survived together.
Right.
Um, we've it's a whole, I don't know, mental health. It's daily.
Yeah.
I have to make myself, because I you can go to a dark place. It can get really sad. I
Absolutely.
grieve who I was
Yeah.
all the time. And people loved her. And I say that like that was a different person. Not a different person. Still me.
Yeah.
I just cheer when I get my teeth, this being able to do this with you, Jerry, in less than 24 hours planning,
Right.
just coming out of the gate, you know, a year ago wouldn't be able to do that. 6 months wouldn't have been able to do this.
Yeah. You've
Oh.
changed completely. Just with Tammy, who else? Avril from Scotland. Thanks for being here.
I can't
Yeah.
see any of the comments, so I'll have to read them. It's all blurry.
You'll see it. I
So.
mean, you gotta kind of get close. I know, but just like Jana says, whoa, they come by pretty quick. So sorry if I'm missing you guys. Our community helps me with our mental health.
Mhm.
It's so hard to find this group. Helps me a lot with PMA, and yeah, these comments exactly. Love to hear all these you guys saying, how you're feeling, because this is huge. This mental health. I don't know if you do the same thing. When you keep yourself busy, that helps tremendously for me. But when I'm sitting there, by myself, I don't. I get that thoughts in my head.
Mhm.
You know.
Mhm. You get in your own head, and it's 11 years. A lot has happened,
Yeah.
and I've always, through the whole experience, have kept trying. But I, try and try and try and try.
Right.
But, I went through a pretty grueling 4-year Social Security process. And if you haven't been through the Social Security process before, I mean, you have to go to specialists. You have to fill out papers. I had to have help. I mean, I had an attorney. Um, and that's really where I learned about the aphasia and the other stuff that's listed in all of, I have a medical chart that's
Yeah.
it's like this big, and
Yeah.
there just wasn't anything back a decade ago. I mean, I had a flip phone.
Yeah.
Smartphones came along and all these resources. You can Google aphasia now, and there's aphasia apps. There's stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
for people. There's resources. They don't have to go through years of loneliness
Right.
and all of this, So I don't know. We're all, I think, in this group, groundbreakers. We're
Right.
all
And
putting our
yeah.
feet in a pool
Right.
and jumping in.
So true. When you go back and look at these comments, it's really, I appreciate that. Jerry Hall, thank you so much. What you're saying, and Robin and Christy are mentioned about this disability. It's amazing that you have to justify, like Mike is saying, our disability. It's just, it is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yvonne, thanks for being here. And thanks to you guys for commenting. I appreciate it. And Mark Harder, nice to see you. And T,
Uh,
same to you. And Avril, I just want to read a comment here. Avril from Scotland saying, I have had bad few days mentally, and I agree. It's like grieving the life lost.
mm-hmm. It's just,
Right?
and sometimes it's just, sadness, because those are all with that life was your network of colleagues and that world is still moving. Those
Right.
people are still working. Those people have, I'm now a really slow, you know, it takes a lot to hang out with me. It takes a lot, and I'm high maintenance. So, lighting has to be good, and the seating has to be good, and how long are we going to be there? And I try not to fuss about all that, but I also don't like to fall, and
Yeah.
I like to know because, I don't know. Am I going off
No,
again?
you
Okay.
are so right on. First of all, I just want to go back to saying, is you're speaking. We've known each other for quite some time, and I
Mm-hmm.
look back. We did this show more than a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, you are doing such a great job. And do you, because you mentioned you plan on, because I do the same. Do you plan on, like, okay, we talked this morning. I said, we're going out Friday because Barb took a day off and everybody. And now I think, okay, I got to go walk somewhere, and I get nervous because I know. I mean, because you mentioned about falling,
Mm-hmm.
so you do the same thing. It sounds like trying to
Well,
think
and
of where to go.
I have to, I'm trying to get out and walk more, but
Yeah,
there's, you know, you're, it's, I don't know, there's breathing. You have to, there's oxygen, and you got to have the water, and you have to have nourishment, and you have to have, you know, if I don't have the proper shoes, or, okay, how long is this going to go? Um, I don't know. I was always a planner
yeah,
to a fault.
right, exactly.
I ran the house. I ran the house, I did all the bills, I did everything like that, made sure the kids had everything. So everything was very in a bucket,
Organized.
very organized, very organized. And, you know, that went away, and it was just like,
Yeah.
things.
So
Currently I'm looking for about probably 10 different things, because I'll put things away and I won't find them. And
right.
like, this is keys. So I had to get this guy because I'm forever trying to find these.
Yes.
And if these are sitting somewhere, I can see this. I can
Yes.
feel it. I can put so this little things like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
I
think
understand.
losing keys, glasses, and your phone, those are my three top things. And I
Yes.
can't function without them.
It's so funny about the phone. Jerry saying you look great, T. Salute saying T has come a long way since the last year with her speech. She is amazing and inspirational. And yeah, they're going by fast. So I
Oh,
missed a couple. But
thanks,
so
guys.
you talk about the phone. Do you keep the phone? I even sleep with my phone because if something happens, even though Barb's next to me, I I'm nervous wreck because I've had seizures. Do you have seizures?
Um, no, but my mother was an epileptic, and I've
Aha.
heard, and I know what seizures are. One of the things my neurologist said, because of the brain stem, is that something for me to be careful of. No, I have never had one,
Wow, good for
but
you.
I've had, you know, my mother was an epileptic, so she knew what it felt like. I know people I've had people come to the front desk at the hospital and go down, and then right in front of the desk. So
Right.
they're having a seizure right there at the desk in the lobby in front of everybody, and you've got to call a
Yep.
code blue, to get the crew in there to get the lobby cleared. So yeah, I know what they look like. I've heard enough people describe them. I know my neurologists have said, because it's of where my stroke was located, that could potentially be a problem, and just to be careful. I don't want to start having those.
No, they're not fun. and you also mentioned you did everything, right? I mean, organized,
Mm-hmm.
kids off to school, but
Mm-hmm.
did you also, like you said, you did, because in my house, I did the bills, and when I had the stroke, I had no clue all
Nope.
that stuff. Is that same in your house?
Well, Todd had some, but no. For a long time, spouse doesn't always. I mean, it's if I don't know. I think both spouses. There should be two people that know about the finances and
I
can do
agree.
them.
We do now.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't have there's passcode, there's passwords. Sometimes you access through an app. Sometimes you access through I mean, there's just so much to managing your household finances,
Oh my
and
gosh. I
I
mean,
was bad at it, but I got better.
right.
So no, he didn't know, so he can't fix what he doesn't know.
It's true. Absolutely true.
So
Jerry Hole,
stuff
I like it.
falls through the cracks, and then
Yeah.
hopefully, I mean, really, you get things fixed and you start pulling them together, because I am organized and I do know. So once this started kind of getting collected and
Yeah.
gathered, clutter, we cannot have clutter, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah. Um, Jerry, thank you. He said he sleeps with his phone too, so he's happy that he's not the only one that does it. Now, Mike Peters was asking about you, T. How did your children cope with it?
Oh, that was hard.
Was it How
Oh,
old were they?
it's my youngest son, my not good at all. My son got sick. I don't think it was because I was sick, but I mean, we were both sick at the same time. Our
Mm,
household was sick. It was I mean, we've come through, but
yeah,
we are still, we still all talk to each other. We still love each other, but I mean, there's scars. There's scars that I wish I could wipe away and fix, and I wish none of this had ever happened.
yeah,
But everything happens for a reason,
yeah,
and I'm a firm believer that God has a plan,
yes, absolutely.
and that everything happens for a reason. And so I try, yeah, my kids, they were in
Yeah,
high school. I had a freshman in high school.
mm,
I had a sophomore in high school. Um, you
yeah,
know, one was on track in the college classes, and it was rough coordinating with the school and all of that. I guess, we did the best we could.
yeah,
Could we have come through it as a family better? Probably.
yeah.
We're still picking up pieces.
Yeah, it happens like that. I mean, who knew,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you know,
Yeah.
um, I can't wait to go back. Thank you guys for making all these comments. Appreciate it. Do you have? Okay, yeah. There's so many comments here. I'd love to read them, but you'll see them later on the
I will. I'll go back and read all of them.
comment. But let's see. So let's see. What else did we not cover on your complete journey here? So
Oh,
now,
there's
as
so
of now,
much, Jerry. I mean, you think about your 11 years. There's so much in
yeah.
there.
Oh my gosh, where do you start? I mean, I could pick pieces up from different places of our journeys, right? I mean,
Mhm.
I know you can. It's not like I'm trying to go backwards in different places, but as a stroke survivor, I do go backwards because I don't know what I don't know.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Can I mention I had you know, I'm the youngest of six. My family from childhood, siblings, they live in Western Washington. I live in
Right?
Eastern Washington, and I've been here for 30 years. So I left that basically like left home a long time ago,
Sure.
and I had the opportunity to chat with my brother a couple weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks
Right?
ago, and he's like, "So how's it going? What are you up to?" And I said, "Well, we're in stroke recovery." always stroke recovery for
Yeah.
me, plugging
Right.
along. And he said, well, aren't you over that yet? Or something to that effect. I thought you were done with all of that. That's a common thing for people to say,
Hmm. Yeah.
because, well, we never get over it. It never goes away. Aphasia never goes away. None of this goes away. We get better.
Yes. It's like
But it doesn't, so when people ask me, um, how you doing? And are you over the stroke yet? That's kind of,
yeah. I know.
I'm trying to find the words to answer that question without sounding snarky.
Yeah, I know. I follow you there. That's
you know, because,
yeah. It's just like Erica, we never stop learning.
mm,
It's and it is, Jana. It's a lifelong journey.
mm,
Brad, so good to see you. But you're right. This is it. Never stops. It's a big. Well, I think we always say that we celebrate like those tiny wins. I mean, were you ever told you plateaued?
well, hmm. Unlike most of you, I did not end up, I had my stroke and went back to my office with the room and the walls moving
Right.
and couldn't really try to explain what it is. And all I could say was vertigo. And then, I said other stuff, but, I mine's a late diagnosis because it didn't present with my face sloping down and my tongue hanging out. It didn't present like that. So mine presented inside. So what I saw was broken glass is what I
Right.
describe it as, or a cartoon perspective. I could still talk, but I was seeing um things. I had sensations. I felt a little bit on fire. I thought I was having a blood sugar issue and I ran out of a meeting. So I really have the entire time been on the quest to find. So no, plateauing, nobody ever told me
Good.
that, but nobody has ever really, um, I never was in rehab. I've done all of this by myself, finding resources and reading stuff and going, well, I mean, you get up every morning, your eyes open, and you have to do something. You can't lay there.
Right.
So you keep working and keep working and keep working and keep working and keep working. And that's what we do
Right.
every day.
So what's your day like? I mean, like a typical day? Is it the same?
Well, now I have programming that I've injected into a. I'm trying to get a routine,
Right.
and so I wake up when I wake up. I'm not fussy. Okay, I don't worry about. Okay, it's 2, it's 4, it's 6. It's whenever I wake up, and then I make sure I have water. I get water on board first thing. I take care of my puppies. I get coffee going. It's like I open the house. I get lights on. I open blinds. I start. I
Do
have,
your thing.
just the routine, and then shows come on. Um, Stroke shows. I've been trying to do salutes every day,
Right.
and yours 2 times a week. Um, and there's other ones too, that I want to add,
Yes.
but I have to, I don't want to get too much because when it gets too much stimulation,
Yeah.
then I just want to go to bed.
Yes.
So I nap.
Yes. That neuro fatigue is a tough one to
Mhm.
overcome. Robin is asking, are you able to drive?
Yes. There was probably a time, I probably shouldn't have. Driving was bad for a long time. I wanted other people to drive me. And it was
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with you? You can't drive. I'm like, please drive. Because I had this peripheral out the side
Mm-hmm.
here and out the side here. And it felt like everything, I'd have to pull over Yeah, I shouldn't have been driving. I did. I'm fine now. Can't drive in the dark. Um, I have to be very careful when I drive. I have specific times and places I go where I go to and from.
Right.
This travel is tough.
Wow. I know. I know. Russell, thank you for being here. Russ Williams, he's saying
Hi,
hello. Nice to
Russ.
see you. Yes. So, Robin, there's your answer to that question about the driving. Um, and Cheryl saying she hasn't driven since her stroke 2 years ago. Yeah. No one trusts me. So.
Well, my initial diagnosis was stress-induced anxiety. That's what I came out of the gate with, stress-induced anxiety.
That
And
right.
then, we tried to treat that for a couple years. And then it was just, I finally just, and then I went to the dentist, and that's where we started with the dentist. There's nothing wrong with you. And then I went back to the doctor, and then we went in an MRI. They give you the dye, and then you
Oh,
get a
yeah.
call, and they say, well, Teresa, guess what? We found something. And then a week later, you're at the neurologist with your husband.
Right. Wow.
And it was funny. He took cotton balls, and I never wore glasses. Glasses are since the stroke. Took cotton balls, and he wound them up and poked me in the eye. And I
Really?
was like, hey, what are you doing? And then he was talking to Todd over here. And then I didn't notice he had the other one. And he poked me in the other eye with the other cotton ball.
Oh my God.
And I don't know what he was looking for, but it's brainstem. So it's right behind the eyes. Sometimes I'll have one pupil that's bigger than the other one. Sometimes when your face has ticks in it, things move and stuff, that kind of freaks people out sometimes. But
I've never heard that about the cotton balls. Good morning, Farron.
yeah, I know my
Appreciate
husband
it.
was sitting right there when he did it, and I just kind of looked at him and was like, "What in the heck?"
Oh my God.
But it's old school. He's retired now, that neurologist.
Yeah, I've had one of those too, but wow, quite the journey.
Yeah, yeah. I would
Yeah,
love to write a book about the journey. Could probably
yeah,
take each year, and this being my 12th year of recovery, as kind of
right.
like and kind of highlight the highlights of each one in a chapter. But you got to be able to type. You got to be able to take your hand and get those words from here
Yeah,
in down through your arm to your fingers and onto the keyboard.
yeah,
And that's tough, just typing a page or two, I'd
yeah,
love to be able to do that.
yeah. Like me, or you learn stuff. It takes a long time. I keep thinking, well, I'll write the book. I put stuff in like a journal to what I've learned, and I'm still learning stuff that I didn't know. So it's like, when do I start the book? Because I'll forget stuff.
I have my third one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I have journals. I have notes. I have folders. Tom Brazard.
Yep.
Dr. Tom.
Yep. Dr. Tom Broussard.
Dr. Tom. Um, he is the same as us, 11 years, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he took all of his things that he has gathered, notes, all the stuff
Yep.
that he collected, and now he's using all of that. He's managed to put it all together into so your information's not a mess, and you put it all together, and now he's doing cool presentations, and
Yeah.
he's really
quite the
rocking
guy.
it. So I'd
Absolutely.
like to be able to, trying to gather my stuff into organized piles, basically. And then we'll review the
Yeah.
decade of recovery, and we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Yvonne saying, do it. Um, Santee, you can do it. I'm just reading some of the comments here. The struggle is real. You seem to be doing great, Robin and Yvonne.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. She can't type directly. I always write long hand first. Yeah, it's quite the journey, right? I mean, Wow.
Well, and who knew that writing, when someone says write a book, well, first of all, you have to do the letter, you have to learn all the sentences and the punctuation and paragraphs and how those get broken up, and because other people are reading it.
Yeah.
um not all stroke people. See, I'm starting to get tired, Jerry.
Yeah. No, we're just about done, but I completely understand what you're saying. It's, you know, because I've been doing my stuff so much, trying to put them all in order, like a
Mhm.
book thing. And
Mhm.
I know there's I don't know if it's called a publisher or whatever. They'll have to put in the right order and the punctuation, because mine would, I don't know, anybody would read it because of how messed up it would be. But you could do it. It sounds like you're gonna do it. And Brad, nice to see you. Nap time for him. Um, so
Yeah, I'm going to
what
be
would,
taking
yeah.
a nap here after soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand. So what could you tell somebody? I mean, there's quite a few people here, and I appreciate it. Um,
me too.
Naomi, yes, I'm so thankful for the community. I am too, and I know T is. We all are. This is
Mhm.
great. So what would you tell somebody going? There's I see a lot of new stroke survivors out there. I say
Wonderful.
new because we're 11 plus,
Mhm.
and Brad 23.
Mhm.
You got this from Robin. So what would you tell somebody? It's like, the isolation feel that we
Mhm.
feel when we have it. Kimmy, beautiful Kimmy's here.
Oh, hi, Kimmy.
Yes. So what would you tell somebody? Because we're down near the end.
Okay.
What would you tell?
So if I were to tell somebody who just had a stroke, or if to tell the stroke, we're talking about the stroke person, someone
Yeah,
who's
brain
just had a
injury,
stroke, brain
aphasia,
injury,
the whole thing.
you're alive. You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. You didn't die. We did not die. We are alive for a reason. Hold on to your hope. It's there. There's community. There's people. Hold on. It's scary. I know. You see things and feel things you never have before. You'll get through it. There are people here who can teach you how, and you can thrive with the right attitude.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderfully said. Um,
Love you
really,
all.
yeah, exactly. And I appreciate, let's see, right there, Myomo. That's
Oh,
the sponsor. I give them a shout out. They're a
absolutely.
great group. But T, oh man, that beautifully said. I appreciate you being able to come on, and we'll definitely do this again and have
And
a show
others
that,
in the community should. Really.
yeah,
Come on. It doesn't hurt. We all know each other. We talk to each other back and forth. It's been, I don't know, we've been doing this dance for a little over a year.
yeah,
And, you know, um, it's all going to be okay.
yeah. It will be.
Going to
It
be
will
okay.
be. You, Laura Messer, love to you as
Oh,
well.
love her.
Absolutely. But yeah, I appreciate it so much, T. I mean, we could talk, and talk.
Hmm.
I love you, and I'm so happy that you're able to come on.
Love you too. Love all of you guys in the group. Keep doing what you do. More people will come on. Spread the word. Share, share, share. Send the love. People need to
Absolutely.
know
Yes.
that there is life after a stroke.
So true. Absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed day.
Bye.